So when it comes to liquid goods, whether it's store-bought broth or homemade broth or soups, and you want to store them easy way using a vacuum sealer, you've probably come across the same exact issue. They lay flat and you're not able to seal them before all the liquid is all over your counter or in the actual sealer itself. And you found that the containers just take too much space, whether it's in your fridge or in your freezer. Looking for a solution that you can use one of these bags, seal it properly where you're feeling confident enough that it's secure in your fridge and in your freezer without spilling all over the place. We set out to look for one that advertises itself as such. We came across the InstaSeal. This one says, based on the design, not only it takes less footprint if you want to leave it out on your counter or store it away than some of the other traditional ones that lay flat, but because of the design where it's sitting up higher, which actually makes sense, this will allow you to seal liquid goods. So we're going to put it to test and see if that's true or not, and if this is the one that will help you get more of your space and more of your real estate in your refrigerator and your freezer back. And so before I dive into it, this is not sponsored. We purchased this ourselves. We're putting it through the test, saving you guys time and money by us doing the product reviews for you guys, reviewing them hands-on, transparent as possible, saving you time and saving you money and helping you make better purchasing decisions for your home. If you haven't subscribed, by the way, this is a perfect time, and give this a like. And let's jump in. I'll tell you what comes in the box right off the bat. This one, you get your power cord. It is removable. I'm going to turn it off really quickly. The power cord for storage purposes and cleaning purposes, it's nice whenever these things do come apart. Once you plug it in, you want to go ahead and turn it on. One of the things that I haven't seen on any of the other vacuum sealers is the suction cup feet, which is kind of nice, especially the fact that this is kind of top heavy. So when you do put it on, they do a nice job gripping on. I don't know if you guys can hear that sound or not. The second you turn it on, this actually takes about 30 seconds or so for it to heat up. So when that is blinking, the mechanism inside to seal the bags, it's warming up and it makes this weird little noise. Once it goes from blinking to constant light, it means that it's heated up and it's ready to use. So that part is a little bit annoying that it takes that long when you turn it on. You can't go right to it and start using the product. And then the second thing that this product has, just like all the other ones, it's got the seal only option, it's got the vacuum and seal option, and then the start or cancel. The start and cancel will serve as your vacuum only process. So the start and cancel button is really serving for when you're doing, let's say, a croissant or something and you want to vacuum seal it. You don't want it to be all the way vacuumed and crushed. This acts as a stop button for when you get to the point of vacuum that you're happy with. So that it's really, the functions are pretty easy. It has two other features in this thing that I haven't seen in, one of them I haven't seen in other vacuum sealers, and that's this removable little tray. So this is when you have liquids or anything marinated that the machine ends up sucking in through the system, it will dump it onto this little tray here. The two little things, electronics here, is just to let it know that it's become full and it needs to be emptied out. A lot of times, if you're doing raw proteins, you're gonna have some contaminants in here. So you do wanna wash this properly and you wanna make sure you drain it properly. The other thing that I haven't seen in other machines, because of this mechanism, they really recommend for you to clean this every so often. They don't say how often. This is the bag that's required and it's needed in order to self-clean the machine. The way you do that really quickly is 2 parts of vinegar, 2 parts of water, and then run it through the seal and vacuum process like you would with anything else. That's gonna suck enough of that liquid combination to clean everything internally, and then you would basically empty this out again. One other thing that was kind of odd about this, it comes with a vacuum tube attachment part that you can lock in place. However, the owner manual doesn't refer to it at all, and there is no vacuum tube that comes with this. And when we looked at the listing, there's no additional item that we saw that you could purchase separately for the vacuum tube. So I don't know if they manufactured it and then decided they don't want to use that. And there's really no other buttons here that's specifically for the vacuum tube on the side. So that was kind of strange. The other thing that I do find a little annoying about this, when you start this product, like I said, it takes a second for the vacuum sealant to warm up. And that's just the way this operates. However, there's an annoying continuous sound, which I think is to keep that sealant warm, that you're always hearing. So if you always have this plugged in and on your counter, it's not something that you can just leave on, because that noise becomes a little bit annoying over time. So that was one thing that I noticed. Other than that, it looks like a pretty simple product. And again, because of the design where the sealant sits this much higher off the counter space, as opposed to some of the traditional ones that are flat, that's what's gonna allow you to seal your liquids. And again, I want to just mention this. It's not going to allow you to vacuum and seal, because if you did that, it would just vacuum a lot of that liquid out of the bags and defeats the whole purpose. This is only to get that seal without the bag laying flat where it would just run out before you have a chance to seal it. So one of the things that we use quite a bit is different broths in the kitchen, and we don't always use the entire container. So it's important to be able to, again, stretch that dollar, use all the goods that we purchase. We'll go through the portioning. This is 32 ounces. We'll divide it into two 16 ounces, and then we'll go through the process, see if this helps us seal the bags, not vacuum and seal, but seal the bags and be able to properly store them in our freezer. Let's go ahead and just measure one out really quickly. Okay, there's 16 ounces of it. To be safe, I'm gonna use one of their bigger bags. And by the way, they give you 6 of their large bags and 6 of the smaller bags that comes with this unit. And then you're able to buy their bags. They're readily available on Amazon and everything else. Again, I always fold these, just it's easier to get everything into the bags. And I didn't see anything about these bags being BPA free, so I'm assuming that they are not BPA free. Probably could have used the smaller bag, but just to be sure, here we go. And they do recommend you leaving 3 inches from the top. The bags are pre-sealed on 3 sides, and we're gonna go ahead, and their process again is a little bit different. You wanna get as much of that air out as possible. We're gonna be doing seal only. So you hit that button, and then what they want you to do is go and make sure you're all the way to the end. The end of the plastic is lining up with the end part of the machine. And you wanna line this up from, if you're facing the machine, from your right, and it's gonna pull it through as it seals it to the left. So let's see how it does. So there's my green light. As soon as it detects that this is through here, that's all I need to do, and I'll press start. There we go. And here you want to press more of that air out towards the end. And the 3 beeps indicate that it's done. So that's really nice. Here it is. Minimal air in there just because I manually was able to push some of that out. That lays pretty flat and thin for 16 ounces. And you can put your dates and content on here. Their bags are notched on both sides, if you can see that. So that's easy enough when you want to go ahead and use this. You can tear it off or tear it completely off and use it. And again, I just want to show you guys the vacuum seal. It is a double seal. Pretty nice. It just kind of goes through, pulls it through, and tells you when it's finished. I want to just try this in a smaller bag as well, see if the 16 ounce does fit nicely in a smaller bag or not. I'll just fold during the top again. I don't have to measure this because I already know I poured 16 ounces out, so there's 16 ounces left in here. So there it is. Again, the same process. Fold it back. You want to make sure that this is as straight as possible for this machine. I've got a little liquid here at the top. It should be okay. And we'll go through that process again. The seal only is already on, so I don't need to do anything else here. And again, this part, this lineup, you want to make sure you're pulling it like that and you're going through here all the way to the end. You want this to come all the way here, not here, right there. And then go ahead and now you see the green light, press start, and then just pull this through until it grabs on its own. There we go. And make sure at this stage of it, push as much of the air without the liquid coming up out of the bag. And that's it. Here's the test. Perfectly sealed. Even though there was a little bit of liquid up here, it still sealed it for us perfectly. So their small bags works for almost better really for the 16 ounces of your soup. I do want to show you the suction power vacuum and seal in this really quickly. So we'll just use some nuts or something in here. As always, good old Kirkland, buy in bulk, put the rest of it in a sealed bag to conserve the freshness for when you need it. Okay, we're just going to put a little bit in here just to kind of show again. There we go. We got more than 3 inches from the top. Now we're gonna choose the vacuum and seal process on here. So hit that and it's ready for us. And again, you wanna feed that first part through by going all the way to the top here and press start, pull it through until you feel the machine pulling the rest of it. Now you don't need to do pushing any of the air out because it is gonna go ahead and vacuum it out towards the end. So it seals most of it, and at the end, it vacuums it out and then seals the rest of the way. So this is, by the way, if you want to stop it here partially, you can, or let it do its thing and stop automatically. Since these are walnuts, they're not going to get crushed. We're just going to go ahead and let it do its thing. We should hear 3 beeps here at the end. There it is. Nicely vacuum sealed. These are going to stay fresh for a long time. And again, you can date it. I just want to see if there's anything in the chamber just from the 2 soups, if there's any liquid at all. There isn't. There's no liquid. There's nothing that we... maybe it was marinated chicken and you did the vacuum and seal. You might have a little bit in here. And again, easy enough to clean. They also say this is dishwasher safe, or you can just use soap and warm water. It's good to go. So having spent about a week with this and doing different soups and everything, I have to say I'm pretty impressed with this product. It does what it says. You're able to do the soups and liquid goods really easily with this. And again, I just want to be clear with the sealing of the bags, not vacuum and seal. I would definitely buy this again, especially if that's your forte of wanting to store liquid goods in bags and divide them. This machine will do that. The only drawback for me was that noise and that startup time. Other than that, the functionality and what it promises to do, it does. We would buy this again. And don't forget, we're going to be now putting all of these ones that we've done, all the different vacuum sealers, and review all of them against each other to see which ones prevail, which ones we would definitely buy again, which ones we would stay away from. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, and we'll do the next one after this.